Hello, I'm Josine Overdevest. I'm the founder of Flying Cows of Jozi, a movement of digital change agents for 21st century basic education. I'm here to ask for your help that would make it possible for me to send out teams of passionate young teachers with digital skills, or flying cows as I call them, all over the country to activate digital resources and coach teachers how to best use these resources in the classroom. This would be such a huge support for all those learners who are currently struggling with the huge backlogs as a result of the school closures due to COVID-19. I have my roots in the Netherlands, but I found my wings when I immigrated to South Africa in 2003. I just fell in love with this beautiful, strange, dynamic and diverse country. But I also believe that with my background in telecommunications, I could contribute to building a bridge across the digital divide, and in that way give South African children access to quality education with math and science and digital skills. All those subjects and skills that South Africa so desperately needs to play a significant role in the fourth industrial revolution and create not only sufficient but exciting employment for its huge youthful population. Well, it's 18 years down the line, and I'm sad to say that I believe the digital divide has only grown wider. It became painfully clear when during the school closures as a result of COVID-19, the majority of South African schools weren't able to continue teaching their learners. We have to ask ourselves how it is possible, with all the investments done in educational technology, in digital content and in training. And I believe that, well, in addition to the enduring problems with connectivity, I mean, large parts of the country still don't have access to broadband connectivity, and also data costs are still very high. But I believe that we don't support our teachers enough. We give them once-off training and then we send them back to the classrooms expecting them to just change their teaching practice like that. And we often forget that change takes commitment, it takes effort, and it takes practice, and even more practice. And that takes time, and time is something that teachers in South African schools with overcrowded classrooms and the roles that they have to play, not only as teachers but also as social workers and sometimes even as parents, is very hard to do. So we should increase the support. On the other hand, there are many young teachers who leave university with just the skill set that we need to accelerate the integration of ICT in education. But the sad thing is that it's very hard for them to find employment, and that even if they do, they often end up in schools without any digital resources, so without computer centers, for example, or they end up in roles where they're just junior and they're not being heard for the valuable skills that they have to offer. This means that, sadly enough, too often the passion for teaching too often dies down. I first met groups of these young teachers in 2016, and I immediately fell in love with them. And since 2018, I've been employing them on digital education projects where they coach teachers in a way that only a teacher can, with understanding, with patience, and with compassion. And to see these young people work together with the older, more experienced ones, that is what in my vision is where the magic happens, and that is where the future of education lies. So yes, great success so far, but considering the huge need to bridge the digital divide, we need to accelerate the realization of my vision of flocks of passionate young teachers flying all over the country, changing the future of education. And that's why I need your help. We've identified the projects. They are ready for us and for the young teachers. We're just waiting for you to donate and make it happen. So please visit www.flyingcowsofjozi.co.za for more information and make your contribution. We love you for it. Thank you so much. Goodbye.